Craig, same with you. I'm sure with the company there. You've got those customers out there, maybe sharing a story or two again that brings to mind the people you've helped there in eastern Iowa.
Well, the big concern is what these guys are sharing is the ability to go out and broadcast and do a good job. So over the past several years, we've done multiple tests to confirm the spread width, the profile coefficient of variations to give these guys a comfort level to know that they're doing an excellent job. We initially started out broadcasting with a post-application machine, which has spinner heights of 68 to 72 inches off the ground. A flotation machine with spinner heights of 48 to 52 inches off the ground gives you a total different spread coefficient than what your higher machine would be. So we first established a baseline of broadcasting a straight urea product. And between the two different configurations of machines, we were basically broadcasting straight urea at a 70 to 80 foot spread widths. By adding AGROTAIN coated or AGROTAIN treated urea to the picture, we found that the AGROTAIN treated urea was broadcasting an additional 10 to 15 foot wider spread widths. So now we were able to broadcast those products from an 80 to 90 foot spread widths. With the new product just recently introduced, the SuperU, with the uniformity of that product and an SGN of a 320 to a 340 and hardness of that 6 to 8 on granule hardness, with that quality product, we found that we were able to broadcast much wider yet, exceeding 100 foot plus spread widths. So with increasing the spread widths and having that understanding and knowledge of what that profile and spread width is, we've been able to put together a kit or a documentation to give these guys so they have a better understanding what they can do with that product.
Well, and they will use that this spring, won't they?
Absolutely.
They will use that this spring. You know, we mentioned viewers, we are going to open up our telephone lines. Let me give you a telephone number. We're going to have a couple more questions here before we go to break. So we're not going to break just yet, but I want to make sure that you have your questions ready. And when we open up our phone lines, in fact, let's go ahead and invite you to give us a call with your questions. Toll free 877-731-6733. Again, our panel here ready to talk to you as we come back here in just a moment to take those calls. 877-731-6733. Going to go back to, we heard Illinois and some Iowa, and you mentioned rice, and there are little different crops down in Arkansas and Mississippi. Maybe another example or two from producers down there in your area, Josh, that made a difference here in a very difficult season.
Right. You know, as far as producers, and you know, the problem was basically across the agriculture community, across the country, really. So, you know, it's basically every producer out there, every retailer, and as these two have already mentioned, what AGROTAIN has brought to the table and what the capabilities are, you know, it really helped a lot of people. So it's not really, you know, I hate to nail it down to just one producer or one dealer or something like that.
Yeah, and not just one crop either. We talked about that before going on the air as well. We talked about, you know, this is going to work. We're not talking not just to corn and soybean producers out there.
Right, we're not crop specific by any means. We're nitrogen specific. So wherever we're putting down a nitrogen fertilizer, AGROTAIN treated urea has a fit.
All right. And with that, we want to take our break here, come back and start taking your telephone calls. Let's give that telephone number to you once again now to join us toll free, 877-731-6733, 877-731-6733. We come back and talk more with our panelists here, the need for speed and efficiency as well. It's AGROTAIN is the answer, perhaps, as you start putting your plans or finalizing your plans for this new growing season. You're watching RFD-TV Live with AGROTAIN on Rural America's most important network. Stay with us.